This morning I want us to talk about something small. F.A.T. This morning breakfast is reminding you, is a call to faithfulness, is a call to your availability, controlling your 5M, controlling your mind. Why do we need to control our mind? Our mind, simply, it's like a jerrycan. Iyo wamaze kwimenya ibintu bitatu ntabwo bijya bikuba. This morning I want us to talk about something small. F.A.T. We are going to tackle, this morning breakfast is going to tackle about something called F.A.T. F.A.T is an acronym of 3 words, and those words stand for faithfulness, availability, and teachability. And we draw this from the story of Jesus. You can find it in Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. And this story is a story of where Jesus was calling out fishermen to come, and he can make them fishers of men from fishing the fish. And it's a story that shows how faithfulness, how availability, and how teachability are very key to becoming more and to doing great things. And we see this when Jesus at first passed by these fishermen, and they had spent the whole night fishing, trying to get fish, but they caught nothing. And this guy, Jesus himself, was a son of a carpenter, and bringing the skills from carpentry work from his father Joseph, he came and he found these guys who were faithful, who had spent the whole night doing what they were supposed to be doing. And that shows faithfulness. Despite of not getting what you want to get, you still continue, you still persevere, you still be encouraged to do what you're supposed to do. And that showed him faithfulness. And when he saw that they were faithful in doing what they were called to do, in serving their vision and serving their purpose, he was like, these men are faithful, and if I call them, they will remain faithful in serving my vision on earth. And then he called them, and then he wanted to test whether they are teachable before calling them. And then he said, extend a bit in the river or in the water body, and then throw your net again so you can fish. Scientifically, it wasn't true that the fish that you were not able to catch in the night, you can catch them in the morning. But because they were teachable, they lowered their ego. They had very many years of experience in fishing. They had a lot of wisdom in fishing. They knew science of fishing, but they lowered their ego. They lowered all they knew, and they attended to him as a teacher. And they were like, at this time around, we can't get fish, but because you're the one who is saying so, let us try it out. They threw their nets, and their nets caught a lot of fish. They were not able to handle the heaviness of the fish that they caught, and they called for help. And when other people came to help them, they carried the nets out. They had a lot of fish. And then after getting all that, Jesus was like, these guys are teachable. Let me check their availability so that I can make them fishers of men. And then after they have got all their fish, Jesus was like, follow me. Leave whatever you've got and follow me. The guys were available for him. They were available for more. They were willing to do more. They left all their fish down and they followed Jesus. One, they were successful at what they were doing, but they were willing to become more than what they were becoming in fishing. And Jesus was like, because you've chosen to be faithful in serving your visions, because you've chosen to be available to me, and because you've chosen to be teachable, I am going to make you fishers of men. Remember, men are far valued than fish. And when you're serving something that is of low value, and you're faithful, and you're available and teachable, God will make you a fisher of man, a fisher of something of a greater value. God will multiply your impact. God will make you a greater leader in whatever He wants you to serve in, because you've been faithful. And the Bible says, he who is faithful in the little, much will be entrusted to him. Are you faithful where you are? Are you faithful with your education? Are you faithful with the job that God gave you? Are you faithful with that vision that God gave you? Are you faithful with that volunteering that God entrusted you with, so He can entrust you with more, so you can be used for more, so you can serve and become one who is doing the exploits? Because you will never be elevated when you're not faithful. Faithfulness attracts greatness. Availability attracts teachability. And when you're faithful, you become more. You are entrusted with more. The reward for trust is faithfulness. And if you don't reward the trust you've been given, then you're likely to lose even the trust you had. If you're entrusted with a certain job and you're not serving it to the maximum, you're likely to lose that trust. And if that trust is taken away from you, where will you be? What will you be doing? And this morning breakfast is reminding you, is a call to faithfulness, is a call to your availability, and it's a call to your teachability. Are you willing to be teachable? Are you learning something new to serve better the vision you're serving, to serve better the responsibilities you're serving? You're trusted to serve not specifically the job description that you're given in that institution, but to serve the vision of that institution. And your availability will make you serve beyond the job description, and that will make you more needed. And if they are to do the restructuring of the company, they will be able to lose anyone else but not you, because you've been faithful, you've been available, and you've been teachable. If you're not available for the institution that you're serving, then even if they lose you, they won't lose anything, because they are losing someone who wasn't available. But when you've been available and they think of losing you, they will think of losing themselves, and they will keep you around because you've been available. Are you available to God? Are you available such that you can be used for more? Or you're not available? Are you available to your master so he can entrust you with more responsibilities? Or you're just satisfied with where you are? If you're not satisfied of who you are, if you're not satisfied of where you are, you're only needed to do three things. You need to be faithful where you are, you need to be more available where you are, and you need to be teachable so you can be trusted with more and more and more, and then end up becoming more. Have a wonderful morning, have a wonderful day, and keep in mind that you're needed to be faithful, available, and teachable. May God bless you. Have a wonderful day.